Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's early, so sorry if I sound a little weird. I just woke up, it's very early. I'm finally going back to work now, and so I'm getting ready for work, and I got this package in yesterday, and I was gonna like use some stuff, and then I was like, well, I want to film like a first impression, and then I said to myself, oh, but it's so early, I don't feel like it today, and then I was like, why not? Like, I just need to do it, you know? So that's what I'm gonna do. So this first impression is gonna be on the brand new Revlon X Ashley Graham collection. So they just sent this to me, got it in the mail yesterday. So I'm not sure if it's launched yet or if it's launching. I'm gonna look in this thing. Sent this cute bag. It smells like tires. It smells so intensely of plastic, but it's really cute. And so, yeah, it's like a tropical collection. It doesn't have a launch date on here. But if it's already launched, I'll make sure to let you guys know. And so the collection is an eyeshadow palette, or like a face palette because it has face products in here, a liquid bronzer for face and body, and 2 lip glosses that they call lip highlights. So that's the full collection. So yeah, we're just gonna like try this out. It's not gonna be too long because I'm not gonna like show full face. I'll just show these specific products. And yeah, that is it. So I hope you guys like it. First, I'm gonna show you guys the face and body lava. I did already put some of this on my face. So that's why my face is actually kind of matching my neck today, because I've already put some on. Again, I was like putting it on and I was gonna try everything. And I'm like, why am I not just filming this if I'm gonna try it all anyway? Like, it's so stupid. So this is what the product looks like. So it's like a liquid bronzer. It's got a little bit of like illuminator, it looks like, in it as well. It is a very neutral brown. It is not warm at all. It is not orangey. It is like true brown. So I'm just gonna put some like down my neck to bronze my neck a little bit. That way you guys can see. The texture, it's not like thin and oily, but it's not super thick and creamy either. It's not heavily hydrating. Like when you're rubbing it in, you rub it in and it like sinks in fully, and then you're just left with fairly like a normal feeling. It's not gonna be sticky or anything like that. So I put it all over my face. You just saw I put it on my neck as well. You can see it gives like a very subtle glow once it's blended in. It's a very subtle glow. And at first when you like put this on, I could put a little more, I don't know, on my forehead. No, I'll put a little more on my cheeks. You can see that it will kind of, honestly, when I first put it in, I was like, holy crap, this is dark. Like, see, when you're first rubbing it in, it looks a lot darker than it's gonna be. So just keep blending it. And once you like fully blend it in, you can see it just goes like into your skin and it doesn't look too dark. And again, it doesn't feel like overly heavy. So even if you had like oily skin, I don't think this would add a lot of like stickiness or greasiness to your foundation. It's just gonna give you like a nice base of like a darker color before you go in with your foundation or whatever. Yeah, so it's just described here as an all over liquid bronzer. So I used it before my foundation because I wanted to add a little color. You could probably use it after your foundation as a liquid bronzer if you wanted to. I also would feel a lot more comfortable with my natural skin like this, like having this on, I would feel super comfortable just going out of the house like this, because I feel like even if you can still see my bumps, when my face looks a little more tanned and glowy, you know, I feel like I look more healthy and I feel more confident in my skin to just like go out like this because I have that little bit of tan on. So I'm very excited about this product to like keep using that, but let's see how it goes over or under foundation. Okay, so today for foundation, I'm gonna use my Tarte face tape. I've been using this quite a bit recently. This color is really wrong for me right now. Not really wrong, but she's a little light. So we'll see if this bronzer does anything underneath. So you can see it's a lot lighter. I'm curious to see if it's like gonna break up weird or do any weird things with having that bronzer underneath. So it didn't break apart at all, didn't do anything weird. However, the bronzer didn't necessarily mix with the foundation either. So having it on first, I was thinking it might mix with my foundation to make the color a little better for me right now, but it didn't really, so I still look a little too light. All right, so now that my foundation's on, I'm actually gonna try to mix this as like I'm trying to use it as like a cream bronzer. So I'm squeezing out just a little dollop onto my powder, because that's what I always use as like a little tray. And I'm gonna grab it with this same brush, and I'm gonna see if I can use it as like a cream contour. It is blending in really well to the foundation. It's not drying too fast, so I feel like I can blend it in very easily. But I think it might just be, because I said, you know, it's not warm really at all. It's not a super warm bronzer. It's definitely more cool toned. It might just be a little too cool toned for like bronzing in terms of like on top of your foundation. Like I think it might be better as a like contour. Like this is a good cream contour shade because it is so neutral and like such a true brown. Because I definitely feel like putting that on, I can see the shape, you know, I can see the shape going on in my face, but I prefer something like a little warmer and not too much warmer. So I'm being like super nitty gritty, but like a little warmer than that for sure. But again, as sort of like if you want to not wear foundation and just put that on to give your face a tan look, a little bit of a subtle glow, I think that's what I'm gonna use it for most. Or if you wanna put it on your body probably to like darken up if you feel like you look too light, or if you like your neck looks really light, or if you just wanna add like a bronziness to your skin, I feel like that's what I would use it for more. I don't think I would use it as like a cream bronzer because I just have other things that I like a little better than that for sure. Okay, so now we're gonna start on the eyes. And usually I would have one eye done first, but because this is a first impression and I wanna give kind of my like initial thoughts like as I'm using it, I didn't wanna use it just yet. I wanna use it like with you guys. So this is the palette we're gonna use, obviously, the Tropical Vibes palette. So you get 8 eyeshadows and then you get a highlighter and a bronzer. So I will use those on my face as well, but we're gonna go obviously in first with our little eye look. And I don't want to do anything like so out of the box. I want to do something that's more wearable for you guys. And how maybe like a more like everyday look would be. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do sort of like a warm bronzy kind of eye just to keep it really nice and simple. But then I am gonna pop some of the blue just as like a pop on my lower lash line probably, just so I can give that a test too, because obviously that color like sticks out from the palette. But yeah, then otherwise we're just gonna do like a little bronzy look on top. So I'm going to start off by actually just taking the bronzer and I'm gonna fluff that through my crease with a big fluffy brush. I used the Maybelline Fit Me concealer on my face today, and then I also use that as my eye primer. And this one tends to crease just a little bit more on me, but once I get it like set with the eyeshadow, it'll stop creasing. So I'm using a Morphe M504. And I'm just going to, like I said, kind of fluff this around the crease as my initial blending color. I'm now going to take a Morphe JH35, which is my favorite blending brush, and I'm going to go into the warmer kind of brown. And I'm going to grab some of that, and then I'm just going to deepen my crease with this color. And then I'm just gonna grab the darkest matte brown in the palette. And I'm just taking a little bit of this and I'm gonna stamp this in my outer corner. So those went on extremely well. Very pigmented and they blended so nicely. All right, and now I'm gonna go in with my lid shade. And if you guys have been watching my videos for any period of time, you know, I always put like a glitter or like a shadow like base, a sticky base whenever I do shimmers, no matter if they're good or not good, because I just want shimmers to like pop from the beginning. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the NYX glitter primer and I'm going to tap this on the inner half of my lid. And then I'm gonna take a flat brush and I'm gonna grab this bottom bronzy color in the corner and just press that on top all over the lid and all over that base I put down. And I'm gonna tap that up into my crease a little bit. You guys know I like to do that because I like when the shimmer kind of peeks out of my crease. And then I'm actually just gonna take the face highlighter next and grab a little of that in the same brush and use that as my inner corner highlight. All right, so now we're gonna do the lower lash line. I'm gonna take this Alamar Cosmetics liner in the shade Coqueta, and I am going to put this in my waterline across the whole bottom lash line. And then I'm just gonna smudge it out. I'm then gonna go back in with the kind of warm brown that we used in the crease, and I'm gonna use the same blending brush as I used in the crease and just kind of buff this underneath. I'm not going like all the way up to the lash line with this color. I want this to be a little lower down. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of the bronzer and I'm gonna blend that down as well. And I'm making sure it's kind of like linking up and blending into the outer corner on the top. I'm then gonna take a little pencil brush. This is a JH52, and I'm gonna go into the really dark brown, and I'm gonna use that just on like the outer corner of the lower lash line. And again, I'm gonna make sure that kind of links up really nicely with the top. And now we're gonna do the blue. Okay, I'm taking a tiny, tiny bit of that NYX glitter glue. I'm going to tap that on the inner half of the lower lash line. I'm not doing like a ton of this on the bottom. And then we're gonna go into the blue and just tap that on top. I'm taking a little bit more of the deep brown just to slightly buff right there on the edge and underneath a little bit. This is all the fallout I've gotten so far, like one little crumb of that blue color, so that's pretty good. And then I'm grabbing just a tiny bit more of that highlight to just kind of like tie it into the bottom a little bit. And I think I actually want to put this blue on the waterline. I feel like that'll make it look more cohesive too. Yeah. So I'm gonna put a little of that blue, just kind of like dabbed on top of the liner. And I think I'm just gonna take that all the way across on the waterline just for fun. All right, so now I'm gonna put on lashes and mascara and everything. For mascara, I'm gonna use my NABLA Major Pleasure Mascara. And then the lashes, I'm gonna use, let me see, I have like a million pairs of lashes just out here. I'm gonna use these ones here. They're one of my favorite styles. It's the Salon Perfect Extension Seeker line of lashes, and these are the style 662 is the number. I get these at Walmart. They come in a 2-pack. They're amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna put those on, and then we'll be right back, and we'll kind of just like keep going with the rest of the face makeup. Okay, so the eyes are done. Now let's try on the bronzer. I'm gonna use this NABLA brush to give this a try. So this bronzer is, again, really neutral. Kind of like the liquid bronzer. And it's definitely gonna be better suited for like light to just medium skin tones. This would not work on any darker than a medium skin tone, unfortunately. You could probably use it in a different way. It does have a very subtle sheen. So if you have a deeper skin tone, this probably would give you like a soft sheen all over your face, as opposed to being like more of a contour, if that makes sense. And then you just wanna be careful because I have accidentally dipped in the blue a couple times when I've been like dipping into the bronzer part. I've dipped a little into the blue. For blush, I'm just gonna use the more orangey shadow here and try my best not to get in the blue. And then just pop that on as my blush. It's got like a very soft sheen. So that actually makes a really pretty blush. I don't tend to use these kind of colors on my eyes. I don't know, I feel like I'm definitely like, either if I'm gonna wear a neutral look, it's gonna be more neutral, and if I'm gonna wear an orange look, it's gonna be like bright orange, you know what I'm saying? I generally wouldn't put like an orange like this in an eyeshadow look with neutral colors because again, I'm like, either go like one way or the other, you know? Okay, that blended super well. Now I'm going to take a highlighting brush and I'm gonna grab the highlight. Oh, that is really nice. For the lip, I'm gonna start with ColourPop BFF Lip Pencil. And then I'm gonna use the lighter of the two lip highlights. This is number 1, Island Hopping. Island Hopping. Oh, that's interesting. It's got like a pinky orange shift to it. Kind of tastes like frosting. This has like a brush tip, which I don't love. I like more of like a doe foot, personally. I feel like when I do the brush tip, I get too much on. Well, that is everything. I'm kind of not put together yet because I'm about to get ready for work, but I just want to give you sort of a quick rundown of everything. So this I do really like I said in the beginning, I think I'll use this more as like when I don't want to wear a foundation and I just want to look more tan and more like healthy. I would use that also for my body if I need to like add some bronze or glow to like my shoulders or my chest or anything. That would work really well. I do like the texture. I love that it's not sticky at all. The face and eye palette I really like these were all very pigmented. They blended very easily. Beautiful shades. I kind of wish this blue had a little bit more teal to it because I think it would be more cohesive with the look and the palette. Like it looks fine, but on the eyes, I think it's just a little too like blue, you know what I'm saying? Like if it had like a touch of like a golden warmth to it, I think it would go even better, but I don't think it looks bad by any means. But just, you know, me an artist, just my thought process. But pigmentation was amazing on all of them. The mattes in here are crazy good, very pigmented. Shimmers are really nice. The highlight and the bronzer were super nice. I think using this as a blush worked so well. Yeah, I'm very, very impressed with that. And then the gloss, I don't really like gloss, so I'm very so-so on the gloss. I think some people will like it. It's not sticky at all, which is nice. But I just don't like gloss and I don't really wear gloss. So I never tend to have like a wow opinion about glosses because I just, no matter if they're good or bad, I don't really like to wear them. But I think if you liked gloss, you'd probably like them. Again, just trying this formula, it's not sticky at all. It's very creamy feeling. So you might like it. But I would say the standout product from the collection is definitely this palette. Highly recommend, especially if you want like an all-in-one, very summery, bronzy, you know, kind of palette that has a little bit of everything. I think you'll be really happy with that. So yeah, that is it. Hope you guys liked the video. Thank you so much for watching as always. Love for you to subscribe if you are new. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye.